Hi, Theo here from ElectroFX. I got into this trade earlier and I wasn't actually going to make a video, but I did take a snapshot for my live room, and then I thought, well, I may as well make a video because I can explain a few things with this video. As you can see, I've entered this trade down here and I'm using what we call the VIP ATM trade manager. So I have these, this is a take profit and this is a stop loss, and I can drag these around and they're invisible to the broker. The black lines you see are called lock profit triggers. So when the lock profit trigger is hit, which is the dotted black line, the lock profit is the stop loss, sorry, is moved to the lock profit. So this particular trade is still a little bit counter trend, and it is a much more advanced type of trade, but as I've mentioned in previous videos, I don't want to just take pictures and make videos of perfect trades because that's just not real. We might as well keep it as real as we can. So I have had a trend line break here, and this trend line's been around for a while. It's been a fairly good movement down on the H4, and it is a relative swing to what's happening. So the retest of the H4 support resistance area, backed up by the break at least of the trend line here, has given me an indecision candle down here, and take profit being up here, I'm actually using this area of support as my stop loss. That way I'm maintaining an above 1-to-1. Now after I got into the trade and I watched, it was, the first 20 minutes or so were quite powerful, and I thought to myself, well, I'm actually going to move my take profit up here, aiming for the higher low, higher high scenario, and I'll put a lock profit trigger where my actual original take profit was going to be. Alright, so that way I get an email alert and I can come and have a look. I've moved my stop loss just up to here, so locking in 5 or 6 pips, because like I say, it is slightly counter trend. Now to get into this trade, obviously it took me a couple of seconds to place a pending buy line here after I saw this candle. So I placed my pending buy, I waited a few minutes, I received an email telling me that the order is entered. I came along and I actually pre-placed my take profit here. So what I did was I originally placed the lock profit trigger at the low here that we had, and the lock profit, I left it to go to break even. So once we hit this area here, I received another email telling me that I'd gone to break even, and so I sat back down and I looked and I decided to shift my take profit there and put a lock profit trigger there instead, and come and have a look at what's happening once this goes off and see what I want to do then. So I thought I'd share all of that thought process. Obviously my teachings, my ebooks and videos go into massive detail about all of this, but this video might enlighten some of you. Now, I received my next email, which was at the lock profit trigger, and I came along and took a look, and obviously we're moving quite nicely. And once this candle sort of came back down on itself a little bit, I decided to kick in the non-greedy chip and decided we've already made a higher high. My original target was here. We've made more than my original target. My original target was above 1-to-1 for the stop loss and take profit. So had I gotten out of my trade here, I would have won more than I was risking. Getting out up here, I won a little bit extra than even that little bit more. So another successful trade. This one was worth just over 40 pips. The trade itself took a couple of hours, but of my time it only required a few minutes here and there. At the end I probably was around for 10-15 minutes, so that part was different, but overall my time was minimized as much as safely possible, and that's just what the whole trade manager is about. Now, those of you that are wondering about this extra window that I always have in my videos and wondering why I'm not trading over here, this is a remote desktop connection to the ElectroFX dedicated server, something that all VIP members have access to and that I use myself. What this enables me to do is not worry about internet failure and power outages at my home and be completely mobile, because I can log into this from anywhere, from my iPhone, my iPad, a laptop, a desktop. So if I need to change location real quick and I don't want to carry around any big devices, I can still keep an eye and manage my trades from my iPhone. Okay, I guess I'll wrap this video up though. I hope you enjoyed it, and do stay tuned for more.